And we are back. This seems vaguely familiar. Anyway, our opinion of Serious Sam 3. Well, I personally liked it very much.
Have to admit I found it a bit grim at times, but yes, you could get through with that. But
well,
of course,
yeah, well, it got more serious, but I actually think it's to the game's advantage. I think Serious Sam is at its funniest when you have the absurd meeting the serious. And, well, let's be honest, we could already see in the second encounter that things were getting a bit less serious, especially with some of the profiles. I mean, it's already pretty absurd with the monsters and such, with the headless soldiers and stuff like that, and that's pretty silly, but still kind of fun. But, in this game, in the second game, you had movies that were apparently inspired by men still watching movies, like the Pumpkin Guys and stuff like that, and aliens who took a vacation to some island, and as a result, got all their skin burned off. Well, planet actually, but whatever. And already there, it got a bit silly. I mean, not silly in a good way, but just too silly, in my opinion. Here it's a bit more serious again, but still, you're still finding cyber zombies and clone harpies throwing magic around. And it's this absurdity that I think is Serious Sam at its funniest.
As for the enemies, as well, what can I really say? Sometimes they felt overwhelming, and sometimes you just felt, okay, this is a horde of enemies that I really were not prepared for.
I think the difficulty is just fine. Maybe a bit too much of the last level. The problem with the last level, in my opinion, was you're expected to learn how to use an entirely new form of gameplay and then defeat a boss with it. After a level that was what?
That is already draining your resources in half.
Exactly. That's not exactly fair. I mean, introducing a new... The whole jetpack idea is cool and all, but they should have given us some opportunity to train with it before now.
Taking the lead.
What else I can say about the game? Well, graphic-wise, it is very good, and music-wise,
it's
perfect.
Awesome. Another thing I would say is a downside to the game, however, is that I miss some of the more creative arenas. I mean, the battles were fun enough and had plenty of challenge, but especially in the second encounter, you had arenas with challenges like keep the light on and stay in the light and jump pads and stuff like that. And I feel that kind of was missing from this game.
So essentially, we are barely just running around trying to kill each other off, and I cannot really see.
Well, I mean in the game. I mean in the game itself, the main game. I mean last game we had to.
Okay, I see.
We had to fight the enemies in jumping rooms, spinning rooms, all kinds of creative rooms, and I'll be honest, I kind of missed that.
I missed a bit of it, but at least we had that tomb we had to go into and infiltrate and all that.
Well, yeah. Oh, those don't explode. Damnation. Stop that. It's annoying.
By the way, can I just ask you if I appear different to you than the normal Serious Sam model?
Oh yes, you have a new model. I can see that.
Yeah, so do you have?
Yep. Which is a bit hard to show.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one who found that. But still, about the game, I have to say, for enemies, if it does not help you that you are having difficulty fighting one enemy, then sometimes I get the feeling, yay, you're introduced to a new enemy and you can be able to defeat it. But then that enemy will come back in the next level and it will be in the dozens, if not hundreds.
Yeah.
Like the Knooms. I thought that all those Knooms in a parade like that was a dick move, and I do not do well with dick moves. I do not feel like having the game using its virtual dick move to my face.
Well, in that case, I'll say it was a tough challenge, but it was still a challenge we could take with planning and strategy. Not completely unlike the last boss, where you were thrown something you were not prepared for. And it's not in the sense that you have to fight a big boss, you don't know how it looks and stuff like that. It's in the sense that you get an entirely new mode of gameplay and expect to learn it. But hey, that's about the only thing I have that I can really find to complain about. about that.
Music-wise, as I said, it was excellent. Also, as for the, shall we say, the supporting characters, I get the feeling that despite what we caught from that conversation, maybe Hellfire is actually Sam's sort of sidekick. And if that is the case, awesome. Because, yeah, I know Sam is a one-man army, but sometimes you get the feeling, okay, I will not say that he is overconfident. I will just say, hey, he is one man against an entire host of aliens. Give him some freaking help.
Well, yeah, they tried that several times. And the characters were also delightfully hammy with one-liners, but not in a way that ended up getting repetitive or boring. One thing I like about this game is that though Sam comes with one-liners, they are defined by when you're on the game, and not, for example, so you don't end up with repeated one-liners that drive and bore themselves into your skull until you start screaming, "I love the taste of evil souls" in the morning.
Also, there is one thing I just thought about. It might just be me, but you, of course, you saw that both Sam and Hellfire wore glasses, right?
Yep.
And the other people that he met either wore glasses or something, or helmets or what you know. Somehow, I get the feeling that, yeah, you see their lips move and all that, but I do not really think that even if they had actual eyes, I just did not really think that the facial expressions really showed anything but, I am badass, I am going to kick you in the head.
Well, yeah, the facial animations were kind of stiff. Sometimes looked like they had an overdoses of Botox and ended up becoming totem poles. But yeah, and a lot of people complain about the game having a story. Serious M has always had a story. It's just usually been confined to text.
Honestly, I need to ask. People complained. People complained, for the love of the gaming gods, that Serious Sam 3 here had a story.
Yeah, and the irony is, again, as I said, it always had a story. So I don't know where that complaining is coming from. Also, that you had to reload some types of weapons. Well, you might argue that, but you had to reload the guns in the first one. And here it balances itself out because those weapons you need to reload, you get in the earlier game. And later on you get weapons that don't need reloading. So, whatever. It works, I think. But again, personal opinion.
And we were informed, by the way, that people can complain about anything.
Oh yeah.
For instance, I can complain about why I did not manage to kill in one shot there. But then again, I do not know what else I can say for Serious Sam, because I think we managed to cover everything.
Well, yeah. I can't think of anything else that needs to be covered. I mean, I can see why it's not a game for everyone, and why some fans of the first game, for example, some fans might find that the silliness of Serious Sam was what creates appeal, and might not like this direction the story took. But hey, I can respect that. If you don't like the game, fair enough. But sometimes I think the criticism of the game gets silly and unfair.
Yeah, but again, people can complain about it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And I will continue with my point after I just killed you. See, people, when I say people complain about everything, now that Cobra informs me that, oh, it has a story and we need to reload our weapons, I will not really say those are serious arguments for actually being angry with the game about...
1 minute left.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you on that. It seems profoundly silly, and not in a good way. It's hard to respect that kind of game.
I mean, I have seen gamers complain, but I think if you complained about the controls, I would at least respect that, but...
Or as I mentioned, if you said you just liked it better when Serious Sam was much more silly, I can respect that. But saying, oh, it has a story now, that means it's bad. No, it doesn't. It always had a story.
And next thing we know, people are going to complain that Sam actually has to support in the form of some military unit.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually complained about that.
Excuse me a moment, I just need to kill you. Round and round we go. Stop that!
3, 2, 1.
Okay, that was fun.
Great minds think alike.
Well, this has been Eric Cobra.
Rhanar, John.
And this has been Let's Play Serious Sam Free Blind. See you around, folks.